Um. Uh. All right. I'm gonna put down a mountain, and then I will spend 3 to cast the Fathom Fleet Border.
You lose 2 life unless you control another pirate. So Gerdat loses 2 life.
Yep.
Uh, if you want me on board your vessel, you're gonna have to pay me before I get bored and rob you. Oh my goodness. Yep. I think it's time to start pushing for that good old endgame there. I gotta put you out of your misery, buddy. Bishop of Binding. When my endgame cards targeting the Fathom Fleet border, it is now exiled, but the Bishop of Binding takes note of that creature's power when it attacks. I'm gonna swing into you for 7.
Okay. You gain 7, and I take 7, bring me to 8.
And a turn is yours.
All right then. Well, it's about time you showed up. But unfortunately, it's the wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna put down a mountain, and I'm gonna spend 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Angrath the Flame
The
Chain.
Planeswalker.
And I'm gonna use yeah, I'm gonna use his +1 in order to have you discard a card and lose 2 life.
Really? You don't want to use its -3 and gain control of my Exultant
What's
Sky
the
Marcher?
point? I've already lost this game.
Well, I mean, you can give it a fighting chance, because...
No, actually, even if I were to, it doesn't actually matter what I steal from you because you get it back.
No, I don't, actually. You sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step if its converted mana cost is 3 or less, and you can take control of my Exultant Sky Marcher, gain yourself 3 life, kill it, and...
and I lose in 2 turns.
You might. You just might.
No, dude. I lose in 2 turns because Bishop is going to steroid anything with an additional +3, giving you 1. That's 5. That's 8. I would be at 3 next turn.
Right. Which means that you would not have at least lost the game, but then I guess it depends on how you look at it. Alright, so swinging out, and because I'm swinging with the Bishop of Binding, target vampire I control gains power equal to that creature's power until end of turn. That's going to be my Exultant Sky Marcher, which is now a 6/7 with flying and lifelink until end of turn, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points.
Bringing me down to -3, and you up to 37.
And I gain 10.
Bishop doesn't have lifelink.
But my 4/1/1s and
right.
my 6/7 with flying does,
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
So Jesus Christ. All right. So we have determined a winner of the match.
Yes, we have. I can't believe I got flooded fucking twice in a row.
Well,
that was bullshit.
All right. Well, do you want to do an extra game and get that not mana flooded game?
I don't honestly know because
I think
I'm gonna be honest.
think you should.
My deck was actually doing almost the things that it was doing. It's just that I kept really, really late hands, and I'm not supposed to do that. But that's one of the big problems that Rivals of Ixalan honestly has. The Dire Fleet as a theme is fucking great. Like honestly, the theming for Angrath's Dire Fleet is amazing. It really is. But you'll notice that I had to actually go into the vampire stuff in order to just fill out the deck because it's not really all fucking here. I didn't get to show off any of my really powerful sorceries, sadly. But even then, my sorceries are all limited to control. If you allow me to show them off.
Oh yeah, of course.
All right. So, let's see. There's Pirate's Pillage, which you sent to the graveyard early on. There's Mutiny, which is honestly a really, really good one that I really wish I would have had. It would have cleaned up so much shit. Mastermind's Acquisition, which I'm only really running here because it's got the Wish effect on it. There's Impale, which is technically part of the vampire stuff, but it's just a slightly more expensive murder. And then we have Angrath's Fury. I love Angrath's Fury. This is a great goddamn card. But my land base is a bit lower than it should be, specifically so that I can actually pull off the Minotaur Pirate when I cast cast Ingress Fury, and I never got the chance to, despite the fact that even with a lower land base, I got fucking flooded both games. Other things I really wanted to show off. I wanted to show off Itali, and I had more than enough mana to raw cast him both games, but I couldn't draw into him. And my answer for that was specifically my Forerunner of the Empire, which I also never drew into. Let's see. I've also I'm running a Moment of Craving in order to deal with your early creatures that I never got.
Craving.
I'm running Buccaneers Bravado for really good defense. And let's see. I didn't get to play my Swaggering Corsair, who if I actually get my 1 and 2 drops off, it gets to be a really good game chaser. And who else did not get to see play? Nope, that's it.
So
yeah.
I got a question for you. Of course, it's Italy, the primal storm. There's your dinosaur. So you get that dinosaur on top of your library after using.
Hold it. There is another card that I need to show off. I mentioned that I'm running Mastermind's Acquisition specifically for the Wish effect, and because I'm running it for the Wish effect, I needed this. Charging Tuscadon.
If charging Tuscadon would deal combat damage to a player, deals double that damage to that player instead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and with the myriad of combat tricks that I actually have, because I actually do have quite a few significant combat tricks. They're more or less pirate themed, but even Buccaneers Bravado can actually push Charging Tuscadon to deal 10 damage on turn 6. It's honestly really nice. But that was one of the big problems that the Rakdos pirates actually had. Their theming is really fucking cool. They got all these different pirates that do different things like steal and generate card advantage. But what they do not have is enough members.
Well, and I could see that's how the dinosaurs made it in order to fill in the missing spaces. Which, I mean, by comparison, the vampires...
More or less the vampire stuff made it in to fill in the missing spaces.
Rivals of Ixalan, yeah, it very much favored vampires as a theme. There are lots of vampire cards in this set, and versus the number of available pirate cards, but I think the pirate cards also would tap into blue also, because you got your Sailor of Means,
but I knew that going in. I remember I was actually still paying attention to Standard Magic at the time that Rivals of Ixalan was coming out, and I looked at specifically at Blue Pirates, and Blue Pirates was just fucking disgustingly broken. Sure. You get a 1/1 for 1 that's a blue flyer, but it also has the ability to just counter a spell by sacrificing itself. And I knew going in that no, I had just run Simic. I was not going to go into blue. So I do think that the Blue Pirates are honestly the best theme that this set actually brings out. But I specifically did not want to run it because, well, I knew how broken it was. Vampires are honestly the second best deck of the set, and that's really what Rivals of Ixalan is all about. It's about pushing specific archetypes. There are 4 factions in this set, and they all have relatively good theming.
Oh, theming, yes.
However, I do think that it's Blue Pirates and the Legion of Dawn that's honestly the 2 best archetypes.
Well, the Blue Pirates definitely would have a hand at controlling the fuck out of you, especially with the trickery of fucking Shanghaiing monsters on the battlefield, while also setting up late game with Sailor Means, creating treasure tokens, and getting control of your opponent's hand and overall field position. But what do you think? What do you think about like putting dinosaurs and the pirates in the same deck?
It depends. We talking the Rakdos Pirates or the Blue Pirates?
The Rakdos Pirates.
Again, they're a Forerunner of the Empire is specifically here to get me Itali, and if I could ever have gotten Itali's effect off, I think I would have been able to swing some massive games. At least as long as my deck wasn't throwing shit against me, fucker. I actually really do like both Angraths that are here. Flame Chained better, which is why I'm running him at 2 instead of the only one copy of the base Minotaur Pirate. But Minotaur Pirate honestly would have been a better one for me to go into because you've got a lot of 1 health critters.
Yeah, that's the nature of the swarm tactics. I mean, fucking who is it? The Legion Lieutenant is a dead giveaway. That there's definitely going to be some swarm and multiplicative magic in order to overwhelm an early game situation.
Your Lord gives toughness. Mine doesn't, bastard.
And to think that, because there's a Legion Lieutenant, that it is possible to achieve your fucking Mardu vampires.
I don't. Do we actually have any red vampires here?
The red vampires? No, I don't think there are any red vampires here. They're all white and black colored.
Yeah, for thematic. Anyway, I actually do like Rivals of Ixalan. I don't like the fact that we're continuing on with Jace's story specifically, but that's a storyline problem. I kind of wish that we would have actually followed up more with Angrath and Vraska, because those are the 2 big planeswalkers that are here, and they just kind of disappear after Ixalan.
They didn't really have support, like Itali, Primal Storm.
No. Vraska's got support. Vraska is effectively sailing around with the Legion of Dawn.
So, yeah, I noticed that. Like, why don't I just hide away Vraska, buried, kind of holy grail in the possession of the Legion? And the answer was that it was a non-vampire planeswalker.
Yes, Vraska's a planeswalker.
The Vraska planeswalker. Well, the planeswalkers all just lost me entirely. They seemed to meander to the point that you should just play the goddamn cards that, like Bishop of Binding, gets them off the battlefield, or like Legion Lieutenant will make your well-populated little army ready to kill your opponent.
Yeah. So, this has been us attempting to explore Rivals of Ixalan. I got mana screwed both games.
And next time, I get to choose which set we're doing, and it's going to be fun.
Be safe, everybody.
Thanks for watching.